So should you start investing right now with the way the market is, with the up and coming pending property crash? That is the question. I'm just here at one of Real Life Creative Construction's latest projects. This has been awesome, and I'm going to tell you all about this, but I also want to give you 5 things to consider of why or why not should you invest right now. So reason number 1 is experience. You see, over the next 2-3 years, you're going to have experience in something. You're either going to have experience in doing something, like investing in property and making it work. And as they say, you know, like a good sailor is not made in calm seas. It actually is harder, or you learn better skills, you get better experience in harder times. Now, whether it's going to be harder times or not is besides the point. It's just that interest rates are increasing, so lending money from the banks is going to cause a squeeze. Build costs, materials, labor, all of that stuff, that's going to cause issues as well. Then we've got the fact that GDVs, so like the gross development values, may also drop. So it's causing a squeeze to everything. So by you investing right now, you're going to gain a lot of experience on how to run a property business and how to do property deals and get property investments, while you've got to be super lean. So these times right now, we're going to give people the best experience. As long as they get the right training, the coaching, they're part of groups that are being facilitated, and to be able to navigate through these times, they're going to be in good stead. Second point is this: some people may consider waiting for the market to drop and think that they're going to buy a load of cheap properties. The point that people miss out on is, what about all the money I can make right now or over the next year or 2 years? Because no one knows when it's going to drop, no one knows how far it's going to drop. So, you know, it just begs the point to think about, like, if I'm sitting here waiting, I'm going to miss out on, like I said, point number 1, the experience, but also point number 2, the money I'm making. Now, some people say, oh yeah, but the margins are tight. Yeah, but if the margins are tighter, at least I'm still making money. I'm building teams, I'm putting projects together, I'm gaining experience, I'm gaining credibility. So when things do come to the point of, like, let's call it loosening up, then I'm already ready and I'm already in the game. Which leads me on to my next point. The third one is people may be missing this opportunity to get in early. Because when people wait for the drop, then it's like, who knows how far it's going to drop? We already just discussed that. So we don't actually know that. We don't know how far it's going to go. And what starts to happen is, when all the properties are cheaper than before, it's almost like these sales you see in supermarkets. Raise the price, raise the price, raise the price, raise the price. Oh, by the way, it's a discount. Everyone's like queuing up outside of these superstores to get the deal. Yeah, so this is the mentality. So when that happens, loads of people then start buying. Everybody wants to start moving house. All the investors come back into the market and everything. So then when that happens, the prices start creeping up and there's a lot more competition. Where if you start investing now, you know, the question begs to the information that's now available to you is, you're already in the game, you're already purchasing, you're already lining up deals, you got your finger on the pulse, so you're in very early. Are you okay there? Are we allowed up here? You got something to say about the market? So getting started now, you're getting in early. So that also leads me to the 4th point, which is there's less competition. Why? Because most people are sitting there waiting. They're not sure what to do. They become very risk averse. They listen to all of the noise. And listen, my team, I've got a team full of professionals, but if I listened only to the professionals, I wouldn't make any moves. It's their job to tell me what the risk is, to tell me the potential things that could go wrong, and that's fine. But then it's up to me to make a move. So a lot of people, they're just going to be hearing that noise and they're not going to be making moves. So there's less people buying properties right here, right now. People who are used to, so developers who are used to 30% margin, profit on cost, you know, those deals are not around at the minute, or very few, far between. So there's less competition to go for the other deals that are there and are available. Which leads me on to the 5th one, which is because people are struggling, because there's a whole pandemic, because the Brexit, because the war, all of these different things have created a lot of noise in the marketplace, and a lot of businesses are struggling. A lot of people took on debt that they now are struggling to pay back. A lot of industries lost all of their team members because they put them on furlough, or they wasn't able to open, so they couldn't work. So that's brought a lot of opportunities now to the market, because there's buildings, there's restaurants, there's hotels, there's all of these places that are struggling to get out of that debt, and they need to sell. And when they need to sell, when you're forced to sell, or you're in a position that you've got to sell it at a lower price. So there's big opportunities, lots of office blocks, lots of conversion opportunities. The demand for residential property is absolutely through the roof. Right now I'm 100% occupied across my entire portfolio. So demand is very high right now. So because that demand is very high and the rents are there, that when you come across these buildings, that you can convert them into flats, apartments, studios, HMO styles. Even all my buy-to-lets are full as well. Service accommodation is absolutely booming, so you can literally turn these things around into golden opportunities. So here's the question: is now the right time to invest? I want to hear from you. Put it in the comments, let me know your thoughts, let me know your opinions, because I'm sure there's an argument to and fro. Mine is, I'm not waiting. I waited enough in my life, and I missed out on enough opportunities to learn my lesson to never do that again. So not only will I continue to invest, but I'm also opening up new opportunities in the hotel and resorts sector. But I want to hear from you. What's your thoughts? What's your opinions? And as you know, until next time, you always must do the right thing for the right reason, because that's the only way to discover your true potential.